Please put your hands together and welcome John Eide.
Hey, guys, keep it going for Natalie. No, you can do better than that for Natalie. Keep it going for Natalie Jost, guys. There you go. There you go. I don't want to start off with a brag, but I'm going to. I have a brother. I mean, you don't know him. He kind of sucks. I have a brother who texts like an asshole. You might have somebody like that in your life. My brother adds unnecessary laughter to text messages, regardless of if the message is a joke or not. He adds ha ha no matter what. So I guess a better way to put it is that my brother texts like a Bond villain. Like I was waiting for him at a restaurant. He sent me a text message that said, "I'm on my way, ha ha." I was like, I can leave. This is just a prank to get me here. That's even how he told me he was getting a divorce. He sent me a text message that said, "I'm getting a divorce, ha ha." Now guys, there's a big difference between I'm getting a divorce and I'm getting a divorce, ha ha. Those are two different messages. I'm getting a divorce means the person I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with is not working out and we're going to separate. And I'm getting a divorce, ha ha, means I may need your help hiding a body. And I deleted that text message immediately because I've seen enough Law and Order to know how to become an accessory to a crime. Hang on to that. I'm married and my wife's a doctor and we've started talking about having kids. And it's weird because I have all these friends and they're just like, oh, like you're so nervous about it. What are you nervous about? Are you just worried that the kid is going to take after you and not after her? And I was like, no, the exact opposite. Because I can't think of a 3-year-old that's going to be harder to discipline than one who also knows that dad isn't good enough for mom. All right, that's going to be a rough kid to deal with. It is, like, it's weird. She's a doctor and I do this, right? Like, I'm in front of you guys right now. She's at a hospital saving lives. Like, I'll see her tonight. I'll go home and I'll be like, hey, how was your day at work? And she'll be like, today I delivered 5 babies. What did you do today, John? Well, I woke up. It's a pretty good start. And I was drunk the night before, so I had heartburn. So I went to Walgreens to buy some Zantac, and then I came home and wrote a joke about it where the punchline is, I took an antacid trip. So we're doing different things. I drink too much, I would say. Recently, when she was out of town, I got so drunk that when I got home, I was unable to operate the door and then the locks associated with the door to enter my own house. And after about 15 minutes of trying, I called an Uber and said, take me to the nearest hotel. I just gave up. I wasn't going to make it. I couldn't solve that puzzle. I woke up in the morning and I was walking through the lobby and the people at the front desk saw me and they were like, whoa, how are you feeling this morning? And I was like, you guys can answer some questions that I have. They told me that I showed up at about 3:30 in the morning, said I need a room. They said we have 2 rooms available. One room is bigger than the other room, and I asked what the difference between the 2 rooms was. Weird priority at that point. They told me that the bigger room had a breakfast nook, and apparently what I did at that point is to scream at the top of my lungs into the lobby, breakfast nook, that sounds quaint as fuck. So I woke up in a room with a breakfast nook. It's pretty fucking quaint. I'm gonna give it to, I was dead on. I drink quite a bit, so I take Uber all the time, and I like Uber because you don't have to deal with like paying when you get to your destination because I'm bad at that. And at the point that I'm taking cabs, I'm not in any position to do counting. You know what I mean? I don't have it in me. But one time I took a cab in Chicago, and we got to my destination, and I handed him my card, and he swiped it. And then when he handed me back the receipt to sign, he had charged me $11,000. And like I said, I drink enough that, like, maybe I was in the cab that long. Like, if I looked out the window and it was palm trees, I'd be like, yeah, that's Florida. Yeah, this is Florida. That checks out. It's about $11,000. That's a fair price for this ride. But, like, I don't know if you've ever had a pending charge on your account for 3 times your net worth. But that's a dicey couple days. Like, I could be wearing a barrel tomorrow, you know? Like, I could be cartoon poor by tomorrow. So I take Uber all the time, and I like Uber. I was Googling it the other day, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but I thought this was super interesting. There is a huge online community of people that take Uber places, and then they come home and they jump on their computers, and then they write down how they kind of wanted to fuck their Uber driver. It's everywhere. I got a little excited. I'm married. I got a little excited. I was like, maybe this is like a cool, like, amateur porn I can find, you know, like Uber drivers and their passengers. Guys, don't make the same mistake I did. Don't Google Uber porn. Unless you want to find super German porn. And I like telling that joke because there's somebody in here who just learned how to find super German porn and is just going to have a great night tonight. Call in sick to work, though. You're going to be real tired. I'll leave you guys at this. I've thought about this. I'd say too much, I'm going to be honest with you. But like I said, I drink a lot, and I'm at home a lot, and she's a doctor, so all right. Stick with me here. I think that if dogs had hands, just stick around, we would be way more okay with dog fighting. Right? I think we can agree with that. Kangaroos box all the time, and nobody cares. That's still animals fighting. That's the same thing. There's no difference. But I'm going to put it to you like this. I think the world would be a better place if dogs had hands, right? Okay, like, what's the coolest thing in the world? That's right, a DMX music video. And how much cooler would a DMX music video be if dogs were also on motorcycles holding on with their hands, like real Rough Riders? I can tell some of you aren't on board. I get it. You've never thought about this before. You're like, dogs with hands. This is such a revolutionary idea. You're going to go home, you're going to sleep on it, and you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to be like, wow, John was right. Dogs with hands. That sounds like the world I want to live in. But if this doesn't bring you around right now, nothing will. But if dogs had hands, then Beethoven could play Beethoven. And who doesn't want to live in that world? Thank you guys so much.